going on with the internet. I already tried to do this once, and it said scheduled for 6 p.m. I'm like, no, it's not. Let's see what I can do here. All right. I hope y'all are doing well. Oh, don't need the double sound. Don't need to hear myself. So I'm doing things that I've never done before, and I don't know what I'm doing, but Mr. Thumbs Up told me what I can do, so let's see what happens. Setting up the camera. All right. I think I need to come up higher. I'll keep checking the camera as I start to work. All right. So I have a file for the corners. I've got this, which is 80 grit to go in the grooves. And then Mr. Thumbs Up created a sanding block. Here's a block, so I can wrap the sandpaper around and hold it and sand. This one is 60 grit. So it's funny, and it's good that I checked because he was doing a difficult spot over there that needed a higher, grit for getting the stuff off. All right, so I'm not using 60 because the lower the number, the rougher the paper. Stick that on the side. Hey. Oh, I don't know how I lost my handkerchief. I stick it underneath my hat and have it on the back of my neck. Here's my farmer's hat that I'm wearing. Hope y'all are doing well. Please pray for the YouTube community, for all the needs that we know about and the needs we don't know about. Thank you for being here. I pray that you give me a thumbs up and that you're all doing well. I'm repurposing a vintage door. I got all the paint off, and now it's ready to be sanded and then painted. Woohoo! So, if you'd like to guess what I'm turning this vintage door into, please make a comment below. I sound funny because I'm wearing a mask from the dust. All right. All right, so this is here. The thing is delayed. I want to see what you're seeing. Okay. Want you to be able to see more of the door. Thank you for the 2 thumbs up, everybody. Hope you're all doing well. So I am setting up the camera so y'all can see. And here's the block. So if I start over here, I think you'll be able to see me. I'm just waiting to see where the camera's viewing so you don't miss out. Okay, there you go. All right. All right, we'll keep an eye on that. And I'm going to use this sanding block with 180 grit, which Which one's this one? This is 60 grit. We don't want that. That's for areas that are really tough to get up. So this is 180 grit. You can see it on the thing. I'm gonna wrap this around the block like a little present. And then I'm gonna get working. So I hope y'all are doing well. I'm wearing a mask because of the sand and the dust. Y'all have your turkeys yet? I got ours for 29 cents a pound with a $30 purchase. Well, $35 purchase, but you don't count the turkey price. Oh, I wish I had a rag to wipe this off. Gonna move all the sanding paper over. This was the best tool for getting in the corners and everything. Awesome, awesome. So it's not gonna get too hot in the sun today. Let me see in the shade. I'm sorry with the sun, I can't see who's in the chat, but thank you for being here. I try to go in the shade to see, but it's really not working out for me. I'm dealing with cataracts, but I do appreciate each and every one of you for being here. I think I'll do this whole side first. Goes faster than I think. So here's a patchwork Mr. Thumbs Up did. And now I'm just going to go over it. And he did it with 60 grit. So I do one whole side before I start the other side. I will continue to try to make out who's here. I don't know, but thank you for being here. I will return the love and support after the live stream ends and uploads. I know I'm out of frame right now, but I'm going to go back to the top and work some more. But this is fun. And we're just using the sander to sand. Look at how much stuff would go in my lungs. Well, yeah, it's here, but you know, it still goes there. I'm just going to wipe that away. Oh, it's nice and smooth. Nice, 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 nice. Now, Mr. Thumbs Up, who has done a lot of projects, will also be supervising and telling me if I have to do any more sanding. But as long as it looks and feels the way that I want it for the project, I think I'll be doing good. Okay. So now I'm going to work in the creases. Hello, everybody that came in. Thank you for the 4 thumbs up, 2 in the chat. I'm working on the vintage door, y'all. I'm sanding it, and then I'll be able to paint it, y'all. I'm going to do the whitewash. And then before you know, you'll be able to see what I am turning this into. Please watch my previous live streams. and shorts and videos about what I've done. Let's see. Okay, I make out Michelle, Gerald, and Nets. Thank y'all for being here. I appreciate ya. Now I'm going to be doing the end here. What are y'all up to? Okay, so this is kind of hitting, so I want to see if it hits. It's not level, and I want to kind of try to do that. I'm supposed to go with the gray deuce. All right, well, I just remembered that, except for the edge here. I can tell you it's not level, but it is what it is. It will be okay for my project. Ooh, it's looking pretty. I appreciate each and every one being here. I'm repurposing a vintage door, and I'm very excited. Woo-hoo! I like that. All right. Let's get to this one. Move everything out of my way. So we got two turkeys. We got the big one Mr. Thumbs Up wanted, and then we got the like a 12-pounder, 13-pounder that I wanted. So this one needs work. I think I need to put this screen up so you can see more. I wish it would work vertically, but it doesn't. Sorry about that. Have any of you done any kind of sanding projects before? This is my very first. So it's a learning project, and it's my project, so I don't need to worry about messing it up. Just getting the rough edges on the side then. Not really on the side, but you know, the side of this. This one was rough. So whatever I don't do well, I'll just leave the rest to Mr. Thumbs Up. As long as I do most of it. Please give me a 3 in the chat if you can hear me okay. I love seeing the different grains and colors. That spot. There's some spots he wanted to know if I wanted him to patch it up. I said, no, that's the character of the door. So that's a little rough. So I'm just going to try this right here to get just the smaller area. Just to make it feel better. And that's to my liking. Has a little crack here too. There you go. If you don't get a sliver, it's good. Hey, Stephen at Garden Aquatics. I have to go in the shades and try to see what the chat is. Stephen at Garden Aquatics does a lot of different projects too in his yard. So you'll want to have to check out his if you like projects. Put this up more. It's just I got y'all plugged in for power. I just have to move my cord. Let me do that now. As we work along, we need to move along. Oh, something came unplugged. I can't tell what it is. Oh. Oh, this is for my regular phone. Okay, I'm putting this on over here. This over here. I'm wearing my farmer's hat for protection from the sun. Thank you, Ned's Lover. I can make out chats here and there. Sorry if I miss y'all. I'm doing the best I can. But I thought I'd take you along for a little bit of this project. You probably can't tell, but this looks so much nicer than this one. I'll make sure I'm in view. Let's see, 1, 2. Yes. All right, here we go. Mr. Thumbs Up, of course, is working in the garage on his 55 Chevy. So, if you're into old cars, check my playlist out. November 29th, we'll have had it for 2 years already. He had it on the road for a little bit after we got it, and then he put a lot of work into it, so it hasn't been on the road for the good part of 2 years. His engine is in the shop getting some work done to it, and hopefully we'll get it Friday. And I'm using 180 grit sandpaper. Looking good to me. Again, I have a little rough spot here. Not so bad, but I do want to work on it with this little one. It's working out great. There. Woohoo! No sliver. I did a good job. All right. Move it back a little bit more. We'll do one more and then we'll get the other side. Let me see what y'all can see. Thank you for everybody being here. It's like being at the beach. You can't really see the chat. Sorry. I do appreciate you. We did store this underneath the pallet wood table Mr. Thumbs Up made on the patio. We got some tire marks from the tire it was resting on. So he said it would come out. So here we go. I'll make sure you can see what I'm doing. All right. I'm going to move you up higher. Cord is short, so all right. Although my brain's kicking in. Let's see. Move this over here. Cords are getting tangled. So that way I can move you up some more. Look at that! Oh, isn't that so nice? Thank you, everybody, for being here. Got my multi-plug of stuff in here. This is plugged into the house. This is my regular phone, and this is my iPhone, which I'm filming with. Well, it's coming out, but still kind of leaving a mark on the tires. But I think it'll be okay with a white wash. It's not going so dark. So please put in the comments what you think I'm repurposing this door as. And I'm going to be shouting different channels out. And if you watch all of my repurposing videos, live stream shorts, and others, you'll get a bonus. But you have to watch them to see what I'm talking about. I'll be helping out channels that did what I suggested. So it's nice and smooth. I want more grain to come through, so let's see. Again, I don't know what I'm doing. This is my first time doing this. For those that might just be joining. And it looks like it's working. And we get some of the grain coming through. For the personality of the door. I don't know if anybody told me to turn it around, but guess what? I did. Okay. So I still see some tire marks from how it was stored. It is what it is, right? All right. Now, so I did most of the panels, and I'm just going to keep moving you back and forth. Meanwhile, I'm going to check and see if I can read any of the chat. I didn't think about that when I had them set me up in the sun. So I'm seeing mostly Nets and Steven at Garden Aquatics making comments. I can't really read what the comments are, but thank you so much for your love and support. I'm not going to do a super long live stream because I don't feel like it's fair that I don't get to answer your inputs. Let's see. I'm going to start working on this first panel over here. Going to move my phone cords around again and again and again and again. All right. So I did do a survey of people asking people to do a survey. What's it called? A poll on if they prefer long streams or regular videos. And most of them like regular videos. So let's see what happens to this panel. Again, I've got tire marks. It is lightening up, but I just wish they weren't there. I'll be so glad when I go for cataract surgery. I need my dustpan and broom, but Mr. Thumbs Up is really good at putting everything away. So I'm using this to get in the crevices of the wood. I'm gonna try to see what okay. And just clean up the layers of the details around the panels by folding it. And this is 120 grit. His sander died, which I wouldn't want to use it anyway. I like the satisfaction of doing it ourselves. It's hard to keep it creased the way I want. I hope y'all are doing well and you had a great weekend. Mr. Thumbs Up said not to get a sliver under my finger, because that would definitely ruin my day. I have experienced a little bit of that in my lifetime, but not bad. So it's easier if I hold it from both ends. Some of you might have been saying that. So let's see what you can see. I think it's delayed, so I have to put it up some more, I believe. Getting in all the cracks and crevices. So I'm definitely not afraid to get my hands dirty. You know, I've been wanting to do gardening and composting and getting my hands in the compost. Not with the nasty compost, if you know what I mean. Being polite on that one. Okay. Getting some rough spots again. So Mr. Thumbs Up watches a good bit of videos, channels that they don't talk at all, they just show the work project. I like the talking. You know, maybe not the whole time, but some talking. All right. Now we're on to the next panel. I wish I could show you. Now, mind you, it's going to be whitewashed, so there's this look. Might go over it some more, I don't know. So this is the after, and then this is the before. It has, you know, niches, and it's not smooth. All right, let me look at the chat again. Thank you for the 7 thumbs up and 9 in the chat. I truly appreciate you. That's I can't wait to see the finished project either. Thank you, Stephen, for being here. So hopefully you got to see what that one looked like. I want to see what you see now. Waiting for the delayed. I believe this might be it. Can always bring it up more. I'm going to bring it up more. Here we go. Tell you the truth, I'm surprised Mr. Thumbs Up hasn't come out to check on me, but he's probably underneath the car. I'll probably go to the other side to work it. Some of you might have been telling me to go on the other side of the door. So I have a lot of stuff I've been working on. Painting papers, and I know I already did this, but painting papers. And then today I cut up a bunch of cards, paper for cards. And I've been making envelopes to put those cards in. So, diamond painting, painting papers, cutting up cards with my big paper cutter back in the day. You had those in school? I still have mine. And then I'm making my own envelopes, which I'll do how to at some point. I know I've done it before in old videos. And then the door project, trying to get it done in between everything else with the weather. It's in the upper 60s today. It's perfect. It's not too hot in the sun. What grade is this again? 120. Okay. Sometimes we forget, right? Well, women would forget, men wouldn't, I'm sure. So, all right. Oh, I only did the sides. I need to do the ends. I don't remember doing the ends. And the bee is not bothering me today because I'm not using the heat gun. They love that noise. I'm not looking for perfection because I want the door character to come through. I might have done this one, but okay. All right. So I'm going to work on this panel and then I'll end the live stream. So see how it came out? Isn't that pretty? It's time. It's going to make a nice whitewash for my project. Whatever that may be, right? There'll always be some areas to go by and clean up, but overall it's being sanded for the paint head here. All right. I don't know how long my live stream's been on, but it's been a while, I'm sure. Let me see. Johnny Small Pepper, how are you? I have to go in the shade with breaks to try to make out the chat. I appreciate you being here. I did channel shout out video posted yesterday. Hope y'all saw it. Johnny, if you would, go ahead and comment when your regular live streams are in the chat and what time zone so people can come and watch. I know I'm probably sounding different than anybody else, but like I said, for those just coming in, this is my first time doing a sanding project. And it's my project, so however it comes out will be fine. So our family really needs prayers. My mother-in-law, who is 88 as of last month, ended up in the hospital really, really sick. And now sometime today, they're hoping she'll get transferred to a bigger hospital after being in this hospital for days. It's been a roller coaster up and down, so please pray for her. We appreciate all the prayers. When I finish filming this live stream, I will be listening to many of your videos. So if you have videos that are 20 to 30 minutes long, those will be the ones that I will listen to so I can keep working and not stopping. We're very excited. We're having both of our kids here with our grand doggy, Wolf, on Thanksgiving, and our son just told us he's coming the night before, so woohoo! Very excited. And our son Todd will be turning 30 the 29th. This year's a hard birthday because last year one of his dogs ran away on his birthday. So this birthday's tough. It's been a tough year. Our son had moved, was there for a couple months, and the dogs jumped the fence. Or climbed the fence, I don't know. That one was a boy. His name was Uno because there was only one puppy. All right, y'all. I want to thank each and every one of you for being here, watching, liking, and commenting. I will shout you all out and share you on my community post after the live stream updates. For me, YouTube takes 24 hours or longer for the chat and everything to upload. Crazy. Meanwhile, I'm having fun and getting it done. All right, everybody. Hold on. I'm going to try to get you out of here. Okay. Take my mask off a little bit. Whew. Why is it when we work outside we get runny noses? Okay, so take you around the parts that I did. Sand it up to here. Although it looks like I didn't sand that side. I think this side's looking better. Gotta get all that dust off. And then I've got the two other panels to do. Look at all that. Isn't that gonna be nice? Get all this gobby goo, get this all cleaned up. Whereas I got all this done. Still has some tire marks from resting the door on a tire. Doesn't that look pretty though? This too. It's going to be pretty. I will tell you that I bought lights for this project. They are a string of white lights, tiny lights. So with that information, if you're still here, you can take a guess on what I'm using this door for. So there you have it. So if you haven't given me a thumbs up yet, I hope you will. I hope you join my channel if you haven't yet, and check out my playlist and my community posts. Wait, is the chat still up? It looks dark. I'm seeing something, but I don't know what. Am I still live? Let me get you out of the sun so I can see what's going on. Whew. Oh, thank you for the prayers. Okay. So for those that haven't seen, that's a cabin in the back that Mr. Thumbs Up built. It's a 10 by 20 out of pallet wood. And then he did a extension of that, and we have a 12-foot lighthouse in the front yard that really lights up. And he did that tool garden box for me for gardening. He does it all, y'all. Thank you for the 8 thumbs up and the 5 in the chat. Okay, it looks like I might still be live, but very, very delayed. All right. Be kind, be nice, be encouraging, no matter where you are through the internet. We can touch lives. We can make a difference. We can make people smile, laugh, and give encouraging words. And remember, keep the fun in all you do. Doesn't that look pretty from here? That is going to be so nice when it's done. Whoa! Slow and steady. That's what this has been. And Mr. Thumbs Up has been working on to fill this that's been rotting and stuff. So I don't know if you can see it, but gobbledygook in there. All right. I speak blessings over each and every one of you. When we take it out of the weather, we put it back there on that and rest it on the tire. This is the hood of his car. That's his old engine. So our patio is a workstation. And so is our yard. I speak blessings over each and every one of you. God bless you to stay safe, happy, healthy, and successful in all that you do that's pleasing to God. In Jesus' name, I pray, and I thank each and every one of you. Now I will go over the chat and give a shout out to everybody that was here that I missed out. So, Gerald, thank you for being here. I don't recall you being here before. I really appreciate you. I will check your channel out. And Michelle Robertson, thank you for being here. Nets Lover, woohoo! Thank you for all those chats. Stephen at Garden Aquatics, thank you so much for being here. Saying hello to everybody. Nets, you rock. Thank you for all the chat that you've done and being here for the whole time. I really appreciate you. And thank you, Johnny Small Pepper. I hope that you put your time zone live streams in the chat. All right. Thank you for the 8 thumbs up and 2 in the chat. Again, I'm sanding this door for my repurposing a vintage door, and I have before, during, and after. So check out my playlist. Thanks for watching. Bye. I need to try to find the X on the spot. There we go. Thank y'all.